Alright guys, I hope that you guys are doing pretty well. So I just got off from work right now and I'm about to drive back home so that I can rest a little bit and go out later. So I'm just gonna be making the video right driving, and I don't know, just catch up with you guys real quick, and hopefully everything gonna be pretty fine and I won't have to record the video again. So hopefully. So right now I'm leaving Panda because I tried to get some to eat because I haven't eaten anything besides a banana. So I don't really know right now what I'm gonna eat, and I don't wanna eat leftovers. Oh my god. Am I good to go? Yes, I am. So, yeah. So I really don't have I do have a subject. I'm not gonna say I really don't have a subject. I do have a subject, but it's gonna be really hard for me to talk about it right now because I'm driving. When I'm driving, I tend to talk about everything and anything. So it's gonna be really hard for me to actually try to keep my mind on something and be specific and really talk about it or dive deep into it. But I'm gonna try. So the subject that I wanted to talk about in today's video is how to approach your teachers, so that you build connection or you get letters of recommendation later on if you want to use them. If you want to use them for something like an application or something. But I'm just gonna tell you guys how do I interact with my teachers, and maybe you guys will learn something along the way. Maybe you won't learn anything. But anywho, just let me know in the comment section so that I can improve my content for next time. So my relationship with my teachers is not something that I used to really care about, because I always seen the teacher as someone who would think that they know everything and I'm stupid, and they will eventually think that I'm stupid because I don't know as much as they do know or as they know, which is stupid, right? But that was the way that I used to think when it comes to my teachers back in high school and early college classes, or maybe early college semesters. But this point of view, or maybe this doubt, point of view was better. But I'll say idea. But this idea about teachers slowly shift when I almost failed my first semester of college, which was fall semester, and then I wanted to reach out for help. So the whole idea shift because I had to take a time and understand that the teachers, they will be pretty happy to help you out, because at the end of the day, they like something so much that they're doing it for a living. So if you're interested into the thing that they're doing for a living, I'm pretty sure the interest that you will show them will make them really happy to help you out and better understand the thing that they're trying to teach you. So that was kind of like the thing that I told myself, or that I thought about when I was shifting my mind when it comes to my perspective on teachers and how I've seen them. And then slowly I started to talk to them more by going to office hours and by doing my assignment early, and also by asking them for feedbacks. So the thing with me is I'm really bad at receiving feedbacks, because I'm one of those people that try to do everything so perfectly, if I can say that, so perfect each time. And receiving feedback sometimes used to, not sometimes, but receiving feedbacks used to be something really hard for me, because I always used to tell myself that the way that I'm doing it better than anybody else. So I really don't need any feedbacks, because the feedbacks will be obviously negative, because I'm almost never receive any positive feedbacks in my life. So that's why I always thought that feedbacks was supposed to be negative, and I was really bad at receiving feedbacks. Oh my God. Jesus, don't do that at home. So, and then, I'm so surprised, shock. And then, so I also had to get comfortable with taking feedbacks when it comes to people, and when it comes to me doing stuff that other people will use and eventually will have their own thought or maybe their own idea on it. which is something that you guys will learn along the way eventually. The word is so hard for me, Jesus. But that was kind of it. If you really want to get close to your teacher, one thing I can advise you to do is show up to office hours. Show up to office hours help. It's like the starting point, but they will start to get to know you like on a personal level, which is not how. So they will kind of like view you way much more than a student, which is something that can play in your favor if you want to ask them for a letter of recommendation or maybe for feedbacks, advice, and stuff like that. So I'll say the more they see you kind of like more than the student, the better it is for you, because they will be personal with you and they can give pretty good they will give you pretty good advice and pretty good recommendation when it comes to you asking them for a recommendation, because they will actually know you. They will not say, oh, we always show up to class and you always pass my class and then that's it. But they will actually, by spending time with them, they will actually kind of like see your thought process and maybe like get to understand your thought process, and they will actually have the possibility to talk about them if you ever ask them. And if they really like you, they will be really happy to actually do that favor and help you out. So the first thing is to go to office hours, even if it sounds not so cool, because there is a stigma about office hours and people usually assume that when you do go to office hours it's just because you're stupid, or at least where I come from. So that's why I didn't used to go to office hours back in high school. So I really didn't want to talk to the teachers, because I always thought that talking to the teachers after class just make me look stupid, because I should have understand the stuff that the teacher was saying while he was teaching the class, which is something I'm super bad. Learning from my mistake. Please don't do like me. Going to office hours is actually like the first thing that you can do for yourself, so that the teacher can get to know you on a personal level, which is going to be different from the other students. And another thing that I started to do when I also started to go to office hours is actually writing comments on my assignments. When I do have an assignment to submit, right, there is a space on the thing. There is not a space, but there is like a box on the assignment page where I can put a feedbacks. So I usually say something like, "Thank you for reviewing my work." So I will put the thing over and over and over and over again. And I'm pretty sure, like usually with my teachers, after like 2 or 4 assignments, they'll start calling me, "Thank you for reviewing my assignment," because I think that's one of the things that they're not really used to, and that will kind of like catch their eyes, and that will make them interested into getting to know you. And if you actually want to know them, that will actually be an open door for you to use. So try to get personal with them by putting those kind of comments and asking interesting questions in classes, and also helping your classmate out. If you do help your classmate while they are also teaching the class, or while he's teaching the class, or you're sharing your own point of view, you're coming up with new ways and new ideas to do something that he's actually doing, based on the teacher though. So not all the teachers will accept it, but the teacher that I had will be really happy to see you coming up with your own ways than the way, and helping other students to understand different ways to do color. So this is something that if you're really good at, please don't be afraid to speak up. You need to learn how to speak up for yourself, because somebody will do it for you, and you might be missing on a good amount of opportunity just by not speaking up for yourself. So this is something that you also need to keep in mind. So if you can speak up and say something about an assignment, not talk about making not noise, but making fun or anything, but just bringing interesting feedbacks, or maybe feedbacks that anybody really thought about, please bring it. You're not gonna look stupid if it's not related to what they're doing. You're not gonna be stupid if you're not saying anything, but if you have something to say and you think that other people might be getting to know your question and going to knowing your question. So please ask it, because one thing that I realized with college is literally high school 2.0. So it's like the same vibe, the same personality. The only thing which is different is we get our own stuff. So we are way much more material, right? So we do have our own thing, and we're doing our own thing. While back in high school, we didn't have the chance to do that. It was pretty much high school and then home. So right now we do have a full-time job. Some of us have children, family, wife, and stuff like that they need to take care of. But in high school we didn't have all that. But I quickly realized that college was high school 2.0. So it's gonna be pretty much like the same thing. Don't be afraid. But don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to speak up. Don't be afraid to bring something in the table, because nowadays people are afraid of everything. I kind of get it, because people don't want to look stupid. But trust me, the thing that you might think will make you look stupid is actually the thing that might make you look smarter than anybody else. I'm not telling you to try to look smarter or be smarter than everybody else, but just letting you know that it might be an interesting point that somebody was waiting for you to bring to the table. So if you can bring it to the table, please do it. So that's gonna be pretty much it for today. I'm home right now, and my battery is dying. So I don't want my battery to die while I'm recording the video. So that's why I will tell you guys bye, and I'll see you tomorrow in another video. I know this video was really weird, but I don't even know if I'm gonna post that on YouTube. But if I do post it on YouTube, you guys will see. But I don't know. Bye, guys.